The kids are at home now and they need your support for their education. Your partner's having a meeting in the next room very loudly, and you're only 20 paces away from a refrigerator full of cheese. The distinctions between life and work, personal and professional, have totally been blown out of the water. Fortunately, in the getting things done methodology, we never made this artificial distinction in the first place. And so a very particular aspect of this methodology, called the areas of focus, may now be absolutely critical to helping you keep your sanity. Long before an unprecedented number of people started working from home, I would often hear from clients that they want to achieve greater work-life balance. And from my point of view, that was a bit of an artificial distinction. Because in actuality, there's a lot more things you need to balance in your life than just so-called life and so-called work. You need to balance your commitments across a really wide range of things. And so when people say, I want to achieve more balance, I point out to them, you need to achieve balance across a lot of different aspects of your life that matter to you, much more than just work and life. And so now with that work-life distinction dissolved, no commute anymore, no separate physical space that you go to do work necessarily, it's more important than ever that you're able to focus appropriately and not miss out on some of these key areas of your life just because so many things are coming at you loudly throughout the day. Things like your health, things like your finances, things like your sales responsibility at work, yes, and your home study for your kids at home, but there's many, many more as well. So when people say, I need to create more balance, we refer them to what we call Horizon 3, the horizon of areas of focus in your life, those ongoing things, job responsibilities, as well as life responsibilities and interests that you need to keep track of. And as with all horizons of focus, the most important thing to do to feel like you're in touch with this and able to use this model effectively to help you make sure that you're not missing things is, first of all, to acknowledge it exists, right? You have all these areas, right? If you have a body, you have a health area of focus, and then to externalize them. So if this sounds at all interesting to you, you can literally grab a piece of paper and do a spider diagram, or you can list it out as a flat list or put it in a fancy tool. But whatever you want to do, you simply want to think about, what are all those areas ongoing in my life that matter to me? Parenthood and special relationships and hobbies and all kinds of things are going to show up here. Then the final step, the most important part of this and what we're getting to, is you need to review that regularly to be in touch with it. And the way that we recommend you review that is in something called the Getting Things Done GTD Weekly Review, which we will cover in another video, and why that's so important in particular for people now working from home. But in that weekly review, it's a very simple process for each area, for each aspect here. If you are a Getting Things Done practitioner, it's very easy to look at that and just decide, are things on track in this area? And if not, what projects or what outcomes do I want to initiate in order to get things back on track in that area, right? Health, oh, you know what? Actually, I need to up my fitness. Okay, fine. Project running 3 times a week. Next action, get the trainers out of the shed, right? So all of these things have practical solutions or practical next steps that you can take in order to restore the balance. Without externalizing these things, without acknowledging these things and getting them into a format that you can review regularly, I guarantee you will be giving inappropriate attention, too much attention to some areas and not enough to others, as what's simply loudest and latest and has the most alarm bells hanging off of it comes at you in the coming days. So this is a way to take some control back. This is a way for you to proactively sort of get on the front foot with those things that matter to you in your life, and it's a very simple exercise. Define your areas of focus, get in touch with them as part of the weekly review, initiate those things that will help you redress the balance in your work and life, and I guarantee you're going to feel a lot more in control.